Good morning, all of you. We are doing Geography, chapter number 4, Agriculture. And today's topic is Impact of Globalization on Agriculture. Globalization, it's not new. It was there at the time of British rule, when colonized period was there. And even we observe that in 19th, 18th century, many European companies came to Asia and African countries. Even in India also, East India Company visited India for trading purpose. Because at that time, Indian spices were exported to different countries of the world. And farmers of South India were encouraged to grow these crops. And not only at the time, today also, it is one of the important items of export from India. Now, we will discuss about during the colonial period. So during the British period, cotton belts of India attracted the British. Because in England, industrial revolution was occurred and the industries they set up that was textile industry in Manchester and Liverpool. So they require raw materials, that is cotton. And cotton was exported to Britain as a raw material to India. Even in 1917 in Bihar, Satyagraha movement started by Mahatma Gandhi, that is in Champaran. And the main reason was exploitative condition of plantation workers. Because that reason, farmers were forced to grow indigo, which was used for dyeing. So farmers were forced to grow indigo on their land, which was necessary for the textile industry. But due to indigo, fertility of the soil decreased. And farmers were unable to grow food grains to sustain their families. So this we have discussed about before independence. And after independence also, Indian government adopted the policy of protection. But 1990, the farmers in India exposed to new challenges. Now they have to compete with international level. Indian farmers, which were an important producer of rice, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, juice, spices, but they were not able to compete with the developed countries because developed countries were providing subsidies to their farmers, but Indian government removed subsidies. And due to this, our farmers were not able to compete. But today, Indian agriculture at the crossroads. And to make agriculture successful and profitable, there was a proper need of improvement, especially for the poor farmers, small farmers. And some credit we can give to Green Revolution. But still, again, Green Revolution is under controversy. Because it has caused land degradation And the reason is overuse of chemicals, drying aquifers, vanishing biodiversity. And for this, we are using the word that is revolution. That is called genetic engineering. And in fact, nowadays, more stress on organic farming. What is organic farming? Raise your hands. Do you know the meaning of organic farming? Yes, Manasvi?
Yes, ma'am. Farming without any fertilizer and other chemicals.
Yes, without chemical use. Or we can say it is practiced without factory-made chemicals like fertilizers and pesticides. And due to this, it does not affect environment in a negative manner. So nowadays, farmers are giving stress on organic farming. But still, economists which are concerned about the environment, concerned about the agriculture, according to them, that Indian farmers have a bleak future. Because in India, land holdings are too small. And the credit goes to which act we have discussed for that? Small size of land holding. And the main reason is which act we have discussed? Right of inheritance. And due to this, land convert into small holdings. As the population rises, and you just see that rural population, which is about 833 million, and depends upon 250 million hectares of agricultural land, which is an average of less than half a hectare per person. And as compared to India, if we will see America, in US, agriculture is also going on an industrial lines. Only 0.1% population is dependent on agriculture. And the size of farms are too large that due to this, it is called mechanized cultivation. So now Indian farmers should diversify their cropping pattern, that is from cereals to high value crops. Because Indian farmers still dependent on subsistence farming. If they will shift from cereals to high value crops, that will increase incomes and reduce environmental degradation simultaneously. Because fruits, medicinal herbs, flowers, vegetables, biodiesels, etc. need much less irrigation than rice or sugar. India's diverse climate can be harnessed to grow a wide range of high-value crops. So now, this is the end of the chapter. And